Good afternoon to one and all. It is an honor to introduce our today's guests, Srimati Vatsala Vasudeva ma'am, an IS officer, and MD with GIPCL, and Mr. Vivan Patel sir. Ma'am is an accomplished officer of Indian Administrative Services, Gujarat cadre from the 1995 batch, currently serving as the managing director. She plays a pivotal role in advancing the power sector's growth and sustainability in Gujarat. Ma'am, her illustrious career includes her tenure as the Chief Executive Officer of the Gujarat State Disaster Management Authority, where she spearheaded critical disaster preparedness and response initiatives. Additionally, as the Collector of Surat, one of the Gujarat's most populous districts, she demonstrated exceptional administrative acumen, driving governance and development efforts with efficiency and vision. Beyond her administrative accomplishment, ma'am is a dedicated practitioner of heartfulness meditation for over 30 years and a certified trainer with the Heartfulness Institute, a global organization serving millions worldwide throughout relaxation and meditation training. With a strong academic foundation, including the MBA in Business Administration and a bachelor's degree in English, ma'am exemplifies leadership, mindfulness, and service. Please join us in warmly welcoming ma'am, whose multifaceted expertise continues to inspire and contribute. I would request Neha to please offer a bouquet to ma'am. I would again request Provost sir to offer the bouquet of flowers to Vivan Patel sir. Vivan Patel sir is also extensively involved into meditation and heartfulness. So today we will have the benefit of both the experts giving us sessions on heartfulness. So ma'am, over to you ma'am.
So, good afternoon. I am Vivan from Heartfulness and very happy to see all of you here. This foundation course. Just to give you an idea of what we plan today. First, I'll introduce to you the Heartfulness organization. How many of you are familiar with Heartfulness? Have you heard about it? Anybody? Hands up? Yes? Not too many. So, we'll give you an introduction of Heartfulness, and then Vatsala Ben will guide us through meditation, what is the purpose of meditation, how it helps us, and of course we'll actually do an experiential session. So we'll give you an experience of how to meditate. Any of you have done meditation? Dhyan? Wonderful. So some hands, so great. So there are some people who have an experience of meditation, and we'll hope to share this with all of you here today. So Heartfulness is over 100-year-old organization. It reaches out to more than 4 million practitioners around the world. It's spread across the world in over 150 countries. It's not associated with any religion, so it goes beyond religion in the realms of spirituality. And of course, there's no charge for this. So you can meditate free of cost, lifetime. And we're all here as volunteers. We have several volunteers who will be walking around when we start the sessions if you have any questions, we'll take some questions as well at the end. Interestingly, we have a youth festival that happens every other year in our headquarters in Hyderabad, and many of your students from this university had visited, and unfortunately they are at an internship, but we hope to get them on stage to talk to you about their experience at some point. So these are our meditation centers around the world. The main headquarters is in Hyderabad. And we have centers, the closest big center to us is in Adalaj in Ahmedabad. We have a center here as well in Vagodia Road. Just play a short video to give you an idea of what heartfulness is about.
The premises, I was surrounded with positivity, which is what everyone needs in their life.
This campus, Kanha Shanti Vanam, presents a model of holistic living.
जो मैंने हृदय के अंतरतल से, हृदय के अभ्यंतर से जो अनुभव किया कि यहाँ पर योग और अध्यात्म की मूल आत्मा है।
What I have seen has absolutely blown me away. What I'm seeing here is a community that would be envy of any community in the world. It is so incredibly beautiful, firstly, the beauty of its architecture, schools, auditoriums, libraries, the landscaping, the integration between nature and buildings. There is just something breathtaking about the way it's been done, and in an ecologically friendly and sustainable way.
So for me, I think this place resonates with a lot of positivity. I've been here in the last year maybe about 8 to 10 times, and the longing to come back here is quite higher than the number of times I've actually come here.
ये शांतिवनम बाबूजी की सीख का जीता जागता उदाहरण है।
This place is open to all. It's not only for the members of this organization, but those who like to meditate, those who like to explore this inner spirituality and experience it. Even if you are meditating for the first time and say, oh, I don't know how to meditate. Here we can teach you how to meditate and go inside. And again, I cannot emphasize more on this, that it is all free.
So that was about heartfulness. As you can see, the pods. एक साथ 1 लाख से ज़्यादा लोग बैठ के ध्यान करते हैं. So that's the power of meditation, that, you know, a pin drop silence, and it's something to be experienced. So we hope, we invite you at some point to join us in Hyderabad. But in the meantime, we'll take this forward here and give you a little glimpse of what it is about. So I now invite Vatsala Ben, and she'll take us through her experience of how her heartfulness journey, and of course, इसका क्या फ़ायदा है ध्यान करने का.
Namaste and very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for that introduction, but I think आपने कुछ ज़्यादा ही कहा है, and I have not been meditating 30 years, but I am a teenager in meditation. So anyway, thank you for that. So this will be a session of both theory and practical, as Vivan Bhai said. I've been asked to talk about my own experiences, so I will just give you the background and the context that how I wandered into meditation. I was not so fortunate. आपको बहुत young age में इसका exposure मिल रहा है. I started after 13 years of service, so you have a head start. And then I will share a PPT on meditation. What is meditation? इसके क्या फ़ायदे हैं? Why we should do it? And this will be followed immediately by the practical session. Practical session में दो चीज़ होगी. One will be a small exercise of physical relaxation, which I will request Pooja here to conduct. And Vivan Bhai will give us the actual experience of meditation. So we'll sit with our eyes closed for about 15 to 20 minutes. And we will actually meditate, which is really the most important part of the session. So I will start with that. It is a little challenging being session after lunch, and the session is very long. I will try not to bore you, I promise. So please bear with me. So first of all, congratulations to all of you for clearing various school, board, competitive exams successfully and for securing admission to GSFC University. I learned that your session has started about 5 to 6 months earlier, और आपके ब्रेक के दरमियान ये फाउंडेशन कोर्स हो रहा है. But nevertheless, belated congratulations. And for many of you, it may be your hometown. How many of you are from Baroda? Wonderful. So the victory, the achievement is all the more sweet. चलिए ये बताइए, at any stage did you feel that some question, some portion in your exam, maybe in school, maybe in boards, maybe in the entrance, maybe even now in GSFC University, कभी आपको लगा that what has come in the paper is out of syllabus? You were not told and it is there in your paper, question paper? Please raise your hands if there's anybody who has had that experience. I sense some hesitation. People are shy. कभी किसी को आउट ऑफ सिलेबस नहीं मिला है? क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में मिला है, ओके. हाथ नहीं उठाना, लेकिन सिर हिला रहे हैं, मिला है, ओके. और कैसा लगा आपको when you were faced with that situation? Please, I mean, we need some brave soul to get up and share his or her experience. कैसा लगा आपको? बहुत अच्छा लगा? I would just, lot of discussion, obviously lot of views. So please share. How do you feel when you are faced with a question which is not in the syllabus? बुरा लगता है? Yes, please, please, brown shirt, please, yes, please. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
जी.
It is actually happened with us.
माइक ऑन कर देंगे उनके लिए.
हेलो हेलो हेलो. एक्चुअली लास्ट में अभी हमारा एग्जाम हुआ, उसमें ये हुआ है कि आउट ऑफ सिलेबस.
तो बहुत लेट हुआ आपके साथ?
नहीं, अभी हुआ, जस्ट हुआ ऐसा कि उन्होंने ना कोर्स लास्ट में कंप्लीट किया, पर वो लास्ट में कंप्लीट.
प्लीज उनकी बात सुनने दें. हाँ,
जो लास्ट में कंप्लीट किया ना, वो सब सिलेबस में जल्दी ख़त्म करने की वजह से किसी को आता नहीं था पूरा, तो वो सब ज़्यादा उनमें एग्ज़ाम में पूछा, तो ऑलमोस्ट फुल क्लास के बहुत अच्छा एग्ज़ाम गया ही नहीं है.
ओके, सो वो आपको आता नहीं था, बट इट वॉज एटलीस्ट कवर्ड इन द सिलेबस. नो, बट आई एम वेरी सरप्राइज. या तो आप लोग यू आर बीइंग वेरी हेजिटेंट. आई एम वेरी सरप्राइज कि आज तक आपको आउट ऑफ सिलेबस का कोई अनुभव नहीं हुआ है. देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग समवेयर. Anybody else wants to share? Please freely. This is, you are not going to be judged for anything. This is about a heart to heart. It's heartfulness meditation.
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम। मैम जब आउट ऑफ सिलेबस क्वेश्चन आते हैं उसको देख के लगता है मार्क्स तो गए, अब ये वापस नहीं आएंगे, ये बस यही होता है दिमाग में।
मार्क्स का होता है, ओके, पर बुरा लगता है मार्क्स
बहुत।
नहीं आएंगे, गुस्सा भी आता है
हाँ आता है
कि ये बता देते तो हम पढ़ के आ जाते।
हाँ मैम ये बहुत होता है, एक बार बता देते पढ़ के आ जाता, पास हो जाता।
यस एग्जैक्टली, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू मैम।
Thank you. So he was the brave one and the honest one. Well, I'll share with you, my son went to engineering college और 2-3 बार ये हुआ कि आउट ऑफ सिलेबस क्वेश्चन प्रोफेसर ने डाला और इतना सुना मैंने घर पे, इतना सुना, आई हर्ड अबाउट इट फॉर डेज। प्रोफेसर ने बताया ही नहीं था, अगर बताया होता पढ़ के चले जाते। सो देर इज़ अ सेंस ऑफ इनजस्टिस हुआ हमारे साथ, बुरा हुआ है ना, इंडिग्नेशन होता है। सो इट्स परफेक्टली नॉर्मल, परफेक्टली नेचुरल, बट लेट मी टेल यू दैट दिस इज़ अ स्नीक प्रिव्यू ऑफ लाइफ। लाइफ में यही होता है। इन स्कूल, इन कॉलेज वी आर वेरी यूज टू अ सेट टेम्पलेट, ये मिलेगा, ये पढ़ना है, ये करना है। बट इन लाइफ द पीपल यू इनकाउंटर, द इवेंट्स आपके साथ जो होंगे, द सिचुएशंस दैट यू विल फेस, they will be very different from your planning, from your expectations. You may feel that no one has told you about it. Even your parents did not say, you don't have any preparation. But in a nutshell, मैं कहूँ तो most of life and certainly the most challenging aspects are out of syllabus. That is how we can relate to it. Let me share with you a little of my personal story because I've been asked to, tell you how I started meditation, and ये afternoon session है, after lunch, so storytelling में hopefully I will not go too wrong. So you may be wondering why I am standing here, मेरा क्या role है meditation में, who am I to talk to you about it. So I will just share with you how I began. Now how old are most of you? 18, 19? So when you all were probably 1 year old or 2 years old, there was a terrible flood which happened in Surat. Abhi recently we had a flood in Baroda, so some of you would have had a taste of it, and maybe something resonates with you. You will realize what a flood is all about. But your parents probably know, if you have relatives in Surat, they may have some idea, some recollection they can share with you. So any natural disaster like this, फ्लड है, earthquake है, Bhuj earthquake in our state, COVID, you have all been through COVID as school children. This is something which is a major accident. It's majorly out of syllabus. Nobody expects it, nobody plans it. So you would all have been 14, 15 when you faced COVID. How was it like in COVID? Any one or two people, how was life different for you? कोई भी, this is not rocket science, just share. We're just sharing. I'm telling you a little about what I went through. आप share करिए, आपको कैसा feel हुआ? Yes, please. Is there another mic?
Hello.
Very good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
It was the best time of our life as it was the...
Yes, but others won't hear you. There were 2-3 more mics. Chaliye, you can just speak up.
Hello, hello.
Okay. Very good afternoon, ma'am. It was the very precious time for me as if I'm living in a joint family. So I get a lot connected with my grandparents and it was the best time because all of my family members were there. We used to spend a lot of time with each other. So yeah, it was the only time when I get connected with my roots, you know, the family rituals and all things. Yeah, it's
That's
the best
very
time.
nice. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Did anybody suffer from COVID? Any family member suffered? God forbid any death? So that was a very different perspective on COVID. If no one is willing to speak, that's okay. So I think overall there is unanimity that COVID was a very stressful period. There was great suffering for humanity. Even doctors had a very difficult time. There are countries where doctors were pulled out of retirement to come and serve, Italy, and they were the first to die, etc., etc., etc. Now, COVID was a global phenomena, but my own very limited personal and professional life, about 18 years prior to COVID, I faced a very challenging situation of unprecedented floods in Surat district and city in August 2006, when I was posted there as the district collector. Now, a lot of what I'm going to tell you is routinely sensitive information. We just discuss it in government offices, but I am sharing it in the larger spirit of a Heartfulness family and GSFC family for the larger good of telling you why meditation is necessary. So there were very heavy rains that year in Surat, but that is only to be expected mid-monsoon in Surat. It was a very rare occasion that, one-off when I had taken a day's leave and I had gone to see a film in the local theatre with my family. My son was young, he had returned from the hostel. I still remember the film, Khosle Ka Ghosla. I don't know how many of you have seen it. It is a very good comedy. We went for that film, but it was a comedy before the tragedy that was to unfold in the following days. So during the movie itself, I got a call from my officer that it's raining very heavily all over the district, and the local minister has called a review meeting in the circuit house later that evening. So they said they would attend it. I said, fine, let me know, and I am here itself in Surat. If there's anything, I will come. Anyway, the issue was not just of heavy rains in Surat. The issue was that there were extremely heavy rains in the upper catchment area in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra. It was an interstate problem, so it wasn't so simple to tackle. So I spoke to my counterpart in the adjoining district of Maharashtra, from where we were receiving this, heavy water in the Tapi, and I said, could you please reduce the outflow from your dam, your outflow into Tapi? And he said, sorry, he refused. Sorry, madam, we are ourselves dealing with the very bad flood situation. We have called the Air Force, we have called Defense Forces, I can't help you. Okay, so we had very little option. We did two things. One is we started evacuation of our own people from low-lying villages. There is a disaster management plan, but you'll hear more about that later. And second, we tried to regulate the discharge of water from the dam into Tapi, in the hope that our city gets saved and there is no major problem about it. But this was also not to be very effective, as the following days showed us. So the overflow of water was such, the magnitude, the extent of overflow was such that we were also taken by surprise. I may just tell you, and prior to that, in the prior year also there was some flood, and an officer who had worked in Surat earlier, we thought कि हमने फ्लड डील किया. He said, मैडम ये तो ठीक છે, પણ તાપી જે છે ને દર ચોથા વર્ષે ફ્લડ કરે છે, તો આવતા વર્ષે ધ્યાન રાખજો. So with that in the back of my mind, we had done whatever planning, whatever we felt was necessary. And just to give you a little perspective, I had dealt with floods earlier. I was Collector Valsad. There also, Valsad is again very heavy rainfall. There also we had to call the Air Force, this, that. All that I had been doing for 3 years. But this year it was something totally different. Anyway, so when we operated the plan, the RTO, Regional Transport Officer, the trucks that he had requisitioned, and there was a designated spot where all the trucks were to come, for distribution of material, relief, supplies, etc. By the time the trucks came, that spot had gone underwater, and this is fairly inside the city. This is not rural Surat or some remote location in the city that we are talking about. Worse was to happen. All the talatis were called city talatis, and adjoining Surat, the Gramya Vistar talatis, they were called by the Prant officer at the Mamlatdar office in the Killa. Earlier Surat, there is a Killa, an old fort, which was later handed over to the ASI, Archaeological Survey of India. But that time it was still in our possession and it was fairly dilapidated, but our offices used to be there. And these functionaries were called there for a meeting to, orient them, flood is coming, give them some relief material, samagri, this, that. They had just gathered, the meeting had started, and the water came in. They were cut off, they could not come out. So those who were expected to be saviors were already victims of the flood. After that, what happened? We had a couple of senior officers sent from Gandhinagar to, help in coordination. Mr. S.R. Rao came. How many of you have heard the name of Mr. S.R. Rao? Mr. S.R. Rao was an IS officer. He was known as Plague Rao because he cleaned Surat city of the plague. Surat, if you know, used to be a very dirty, plague-infested city till the mid-90s. And then he was posted as Municipal Commissioner Surat. And he worked very hard to make Surat contribute to what it is today. And he also, he was awarded the Padma Shri for his work in cleaning up Surat. So he had, obviously exposure to Surat. He was familiar with the city. And a certain Mr. Patel who had designed the Ukai Dam. So maybe, relevant drawings, designs, etc. were not readily available. So he was there to tell us from memory and guide us about the dam, what its holding capacity was, etc., etc. So Mr. S.R. Rao, though he was not posted in the revenue department, which is what the collector is a part of, he came and Mr. Patel came. Of course, we were to do our work. The day they came, in the evening, we went for a ride in the helicopter to do an aerial survey of the villages and the area around Surat, and we felt, flood is very bad, all that. But जैसे कहते हैं, this was a trailer. Picture अभी बाकी थी. So after this aerial survey, as I was going to my office, suddenly we saw कि वो जो parking area है, उसमें पानी आने लगा है. Now this situation had never before happened in Surat. So we just went in, said that, all the computers, everything at a low height, all documents, just lift it up. And we thought it's safer not to be here. If we ourselves get caught in water, that will be very bad. So there was an office of Superintending Engineer Irrigation. How many of you have been to Surat or go to Surat? Okay. So Athwa area you would be knowing. Aapne dekha hoga. Athwa area is where a lot of government offices, etc. Government colony is there, and one side is the government colony, jiske piche Tapi hai. And across that road is this office of SC Irrigation. So we thought, let's go there, and it's office of the Irrigation SC, so things should be fine. Now, there was to be a review meeting. My RDC, nowadays in the districts you have RAC, earlier it used to be RDC, Resident Deputy Collector. Mr. Parmar, he just went to his house briefly to freshen up. He was living alone. And as he was leaving, and you'll get to know why I'm telling you these details, as he was leaving, his eye fell on the dining table. Uspe ek kyarba pani tha, ek seb tha, kuch chana tha. He took that with him. We don't know. He just got it with him. And it was as well because for the next one day, about a dozen of us, that is the only food and water that we had. Anyhow, so we moved to that. Acha, the water came. We got caught in that. We were in that office for 1 to 2 days. There was one toilet. These situations, only if you experience them, you realize it. There was one toilet. We were about 8 officers. There was no water. I slept that night on a wooden bench, excuse me, with some other lady Mamlatdars. And that's when I realized that this game is not about reducing the flow of water into Surat. It is about saving the dam. It is about discharging enough water from the dam, to make sure that water does not cross the safety level of the dam, because only if the dam is safe, everything downstream is safe, right? So it was a totally different priority from where we had been working so far. So Mr. Patel was there. Our mobiles had all got discharged long back. Of course, there was no electricity. So there's no communication with the outside world. Mr. Rao, because he had come into this with some degree of preparation, he had 2 big, powerful mobile phones, I remember. He used to use them to talk to Gandhinagar, and then he would switch it off. So that is how, we sort of kept live, and he would constantly ask. So there, obviously, there were meetings going on all the time, at the very highest level, and here was Mr. Patel. So there was this constant that, ab kitna, how much water, how much do you think we can discharge, how much do you think it will hold? So as if, that's not enough to be in that absolutely nail-biting situation, you realize that it's actually a totally different game. So ye to clear ho gaya that whatever plans we had made were totally useless in the face of nature's fury. And, it was brought home in a very hard-hitting manner, those famous lines of a poem from that famous poet Robert Burns. The best laid plans of mice and men oft go awry. Of mice and men, not even men and mice. हम जो हैं चूहों की के समान हैं when it comes to, destiny, fate, nature's intervention. You have no control. They're completely uncontrollable variables. So anyhow, we came out of that about a day or so later. We came out in boats. Before we had gone into that office for a meeting, a day or so prior, I had called the army, but it had not yet arrived. When we came out in boats and went to some building which had been, meantime designated as an office, I was exposed to people coming and asking for all kinds of help. One I recall vividly is a lady saying that her mother was badly in need of dialysis and there was no electricity in the hospital, and could I please help? Now, nothing in my 11 years of service had prepared me, had exposed me to such a heartfelt and obviously critical cry of help. This was totally out of syllabus for me. I had no preparation. I did not know what to say to that lady. I, in some sense, felt responsible being part of the administration, but what my responsibility was, what I could do, it was all very fuzzy to me. Now, obviously, this this whole disaster resulted in a lot of stress for all team members, physical, emotional, mental. I've already told you it brought home that line, best laid plans of mice and men oft go awry. So it led to a lot of introspection, and one thing was obvious, that there is not necessarily a direct cause and effect relationship between what you do. Karma is not linear, In the bigger things of life, there are too many uncontrollable variables. After all, what is an accident? Of course, outcome may not be an accident, but an accident is a classic case of how you are not in control, it happened. Accident may cause physical hurt, harm, but there are a lot of situations you don't get physically hurt and harm, but a lot else happens, isn't it? To continue with my Surat stint, there was bird flu. Surat is a very big district. Right now, it is 2 districts, Tapi and Surat. When I was there, it was 1 district. I was the last collector of that single district. So, one is population, one is distances. The farthest talukas, Uchal, Nijar, it was like coming to Baroda from Surat and going back in a day. And the rest of the week is also working. So obviously, there was a lot of physical strain, there was mental, emotional strain. As you can see, these things kept happening. There was an outbreak of avian influenza, bird flu. Anybody heard of bird flu? That time there were a few episodes, and this particular time when I was there, bird flu broke out in the neighboring district of Maharashtra, Nandurbar district, which was a center for poultry. Now, our adjoining talukas of Uchal, Nijar were also poultry centers, and you see Surat city, once something enters a city, then there is no control. Everyone is living so packed, city is so densely concentrated in its population. So we were told, the direction, the protocol from Government of India was to cull the poultry. 1 lakh poultry birds had to be culled. I mean, it was a little heart-wrenching. I had to visit because obviously it is sensitive. It had an impact on public health. So this was something else which got me thinking, because you see, it is one thing to read about these things in the newspaper, aap TV pe dekhenge, you may see some videos on WhatsApp. But let me tell you, it is very different to be face to face and have to deal with it at a personal level. Now, after this, all this is going on, in between a doctor friend of mine at Surat, he suggested that you try meditation. I said, does it really work? So he said, yes, it is good, and he prescribed it for physical health. I said, okay, and I stored the idea in my mind for later use when it would be required. Now, cut to a year later, when I got transferred to Gandhinagar, and after some time, there I continued to have some challenging personal and professional experiences, which made me again wake up and realize that life can be very unpredictable. You see, you are brought up to think as a student, you study well, you get good marks in exams, then you get admission, course of your choice, university of your choice, then you pass out, you get a good job, and you keep working hard and you'll get your promotions. I had a very simplistic view of life, you can say. It's not like that at all, because you may be doing what you think should be done and what should be done, but your life can get, tossed by something totally unexpected for which you are not responsible. So what do we do? How do we handle and navigate such situations without losing our minds, without getting stressed? That ideal of sthit pragya. Any of you heard this word, sthit pragya? Nobody has heard sthit pragya? Yes, please, can you share what you know or anything about it? If we can have the mic.
Hello. Good afternoon, madam. Myself, Dipen Chauhan. I am assistant professor in chemical engineering department. Sthit pragya, that word that I learned in Bhagavad Gita, and Lord Krishna explained about this word in many words.
Yes.
So, I can say, in any situations that may be that you have to handle. So that the word I cannot explain in detail.
Fair enough.
But I learned something about in Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you so much. As very rightly said by Professor Saab, so Sthit Pragya is a concept which is shared in the second chapter of the Gita. It means Sthit is steady, Pragya is wisdom, steadiness in wisdom. Steady, equanimity, steady, balanced temperament without too much emotion, without too much excitement, right? Emotional intelligence. You've heard the term emotional intelligence?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? No?
Yes, ma'am, I have heard it.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good
I am teaching
afternoon.
assistant Shreyan Shukla
Ji.
at the SOT. So, my view about this word is not getting too much into the extremes in different situations. Like, suppose if we got some good news about some selection or some success or something different out of the box. So not getting too much into the peak of that I have come out of that situation, or I have
Yes.
got at the out of the crowd.
Yes.
And in the time of distress or in the sadness, we should keep patience that this will also pass.
This too
and
shall
we
pass.
should remain
Yes.
constant at that time.
Wonderful.
So these both things are being explained in the single word.
Yes.
This pragya. So to take a vow that I will not get deflected from my what should I say
Center.
principles. Yes.
From my center.
Yes. So I will remain keep working to find a path which can make the situation normal again, and means make the cycle running again. And that
Thank
is
you
my
so
view.
much. So can we say it means to remain centered, no? To have your equilibrium. So I will just briefly quote Daji, who's the global guide of heartfulness, whom you saw briefly in the end of the video. He says that the foundation of mental, emotional, and social intelligence lies in the spiritual realm. So no matter how much wealth you accumulate, no matter how good you are, you may be an Einstein, but there is something more. You know, this is a reminder there are still some very lofty ideals to be attained. How many of you have heard Yogaha Karmasu Kaushalam? You may not know what it means, but have you heard Yogaha Karmasu Kaushalam? No? So the word literally means skill in action, excellence in action. It is also the motto of our academy, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, where IAS officers are trained. Yogaha Karmasu Kaushalam. So how do we reach these lofty ideals of personal mastery, and excellence? I mean, you may be the topper of GSFC University, computer science branch, or whatever is your top. You may go to MIT, you may go to Harvard. But these ideas remind you that, no, you think you have made it, you have arrived, you've got the most costly Mercedes in the world. Sorry. Unless you are sthit pragya, unless you have emotional intelligence, unless you have, attained the ideal of Yogaha Karmasu Kaushalam, somewhere you've not attained the true goal of human life, right? So this is just to tell you that there is a lot else beyond what we think is the straight and narrow academic path. Anyhow, to come back to my story from Surat to Gandhinagar, and then after that in March 2008, I went for a 2-month in-service training to the Mussoorie Academy. So we were about 45-50 people from my batch. I'm from the 1995 batch. And there, 2 of my batchmates who were trainers in heartfulness meditation at that time, which I did not know earlier, they sent a mail. One day we received a mail from them that if anybody is interested in learning meditation, we are trainers, please contact us free of charge and we can guide you. I thought, okay, that was at the back of my mind. My doctor friend has said you can learn meditation. So it almost appeared to me as if the past 2 years, had been preparing me to sort of, if everything had gone well, maybe I would not have started meditation. That's a very honest admission. So it was all a blessing in disguise, I would say. But now times are very different. Meditation is much more accessible. We are able to reach out to more people. Young people like you are exposed to it in college and university, which was not happening at that time. Anyhow, so I remembered my doctor friend and I started the meditation. What I did was I took the 3 sittings. When you want to start meditation, you have to experience. Like I said, it's theory practical, so ek experience ka session hota hai. That's 15 to 20 minutes with a trainer, one-on-one. He or she will tell you, aap aise aise karo, or this is the background, and then you sit and do it. So I took those 3 sittings. I took them in a very crowded common room, jahan pe khub halla ho raha tha. And trainer asked me, how do you feel? And frankly, I said, oh, I didn't feel anything, but I had no idea what I was getting into, how profound the system was, how it was going to help me, etc., etc. But I read a lot. I was very interested that how genuine is this system, what is the credibility of this system. You see, being a government officer, I was carrying a lot of baggage in my head. Lot of baggage, 13 साल की सर्विस का, ये ऐसे होते हैं, ये वैसे होते हैं. So it took a time for me to clear out that baggage, and once it got cleared out, I was the only beneficiary. Anyhow, so after those 2 months, when we went back, my friend kept in touch with me, said, "Ke, now you continue, you go to a trainer there, locally." I said, I am from Gandhinagar is a very small place and I have never heard, I've been living in Gandhinagar earlier also, I have never heard of this system of meditation. He said, no, I'll put you in touch with somebody. And lo and behold, he put me in touch, and that person, he was also in government, he was a class 1 officer. not all India service, but he was a class 1 officer. So I felt, my resistance was less. I said, okay, fine. And he was a gem of a person, absolute gem. And so I started going to him for sessions regularly. Of course, it felt very nice, so I kept going. Then my friend said, what do you do on Sunday? Sunday ko na, Sunday subah center pe jaya karo. I said, are you crazy? I am a working woman. घर में एक दिन मिलता है बच्चे के साथ, and you are saying I take off. He said, no, you go. You start going. At least you try. I said, okay. Then I realized that the center Adalaj with Vivan Bhai mentioned in the PPT, which is a beautiful center. You must go when you get the chance. So that was just 12 minutes from my home. It was more distant for people from Ahmedabad, though it is known as the Ahmedabad Center. And from my gate, it was 12 minutes. I said, okay, I started going again. You have no external equipment to assess the system. What is it you are doing? How good is it, etc. So you can just, from the people around you, try to guess. And I felt people very genuine. They are here only for their spiritual journey, etc., etc. So I started going and I started enjoying it. Now, now let me tell you what was the impact. Once I started meditation, what was happening in my life? I started noting small, subtle changes in myself and my responses. Earlier in an office situation, typically, किसी को झाड़ दो, got annoyed with the staff, ये ठीक नहीं किया है, which is very easy and which is very common. I found that I was willing to smile, उसको हंस दो, कोई नहीं, जाने दो, ठीक है, do it better next time. So I was more calm, I was more composed, I had much less stress, I was able to deal with stress much better. At home, अब आप ऐसा कुछ करेंगे तो सबसे पहले जो आपके नज़दीक के हैं उनको पता चलेगा कि भाई कुछ तो आप कर रहे हो, there is some change, isn't it? So one day my son, he was 6 or 7 years old at that time, तो कुछ ज़्यादा शरारत की होगी, I scolded him. तो he turned around and he said, मामा आज आपने meditation नहीं की है. So I said, यार ये तो इसको भी पता चल रहा है कि meditation करने से कुछ फ़र्क है. Then my spouse, my husband said, जो भी कर रहे हो, अच्छा कर रहे हो, सुधार हो रहा है, so you please continue with it. So meditation was becoming a pillar of strength and I was really enjoying it. Now I can say I have been meditating for nearly 17 years and it has become, it is the pillar, it is certainly the pivotal, it has a pivotal role in my life. It's been a very rewarding time and I hope there is considerable improvement in me. I won't say कि आपके लाइफ के उतार चढ़ाव ख़त्म हो जाएंगे, बंद हो जाएंगे, लेकिन आप उनको बहुत अच्छी तरह से फेस कर सकते हैं, आप बहुत अच्छी तरह से डील कर सकते हैं एंड यू आर नॉट लेफ्ट स्कार्ड. और आपका जो उतार है, जो चढ़ाव है वो आएगा, बट यू आर एबल टू गेट ओवर इट वेरी क्विकली. आप कभी भी अपना संयम नहीं खोएंगे, जैसे उन्होंने कहा सेंटर्ड, यू विल ऑलवेज वेरी क्विकली रिटर्न टू योर सेंटर. और क्या हुआ, हैड अ मच मोर पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड, अंदर से एक खुशी, एक सेंस ऑफ इनर पीस, इनर जॉय. ये सब चीज़ें डिस्क्राइब करना, आई कैन ओनली यूज़ वर्ड्स, बट यू हैव टू एक्सपीरियंस इट टू रियलाइज वॉट इट इज़. So this is all that started happening, and now what we will do is, better sleep was also there. Yes, a lot of us have sleep problems, and I think much earlier in life nowadays. Better relations and ties within the family, एक openness लोगों के प्रति. Everything is not an official situation. It is first a human issue, it's a human situation. Empathy जिसको बोलते हैं, दूसरों की क्या समस्या है उसके प्रति टू फील फॉर द अदर पर्सन. सो इन अ नटशेल बहुत से एडजेक्टिव्स हैं. आई गूगल्ड what is benefits of meditation. I tried to Google yesterday. I was told 141 benefits of meditation. So I am not going to give you a list because list is immaterial. It is कि आपके लिए वो क्या मायने रखता है, how it works for you. So I will just say in a nutshell, it produces a better human being. You leave all the analysis, how it works, why it works, ये है वो है, a better human being. And ultimately, isn't that what life is all about? Isn't that what education is supposed to make us, but does not necessarily make us? So it is about becoming a better human being. Thereafter, whichever organization I went to, I have tried to offer it to people who are interested. Earlier at Gandhinagar, here in GIPCL, So we have it at multiple locations. It's purely voluntary. It's after office hours. Those who want, they avail of this opportunity. So a couple of years ago, we did a survey to find out how people, kar to rahe hain, but what is the feedback? So 179 participants took part, and I'm happy to say that it was an anonymous survey, I must say that. And we got very encouraging results. There were several parameters that what are the changes you experience in yourself after the meditation. So managing stress, concentration at work, more productivity, better interpersonal relations, better decision making. So there were both personal parameters and those which help you in your work life, in your professional material life. And the rating was 79, 80, 85, 86% who felt that that was the positive change. There was one separate question about COVID, because this was continuing during COVID, only thing it became online. So how many of you felt it was useful or significantly useful to manage stress during COVID? And we got a figure of 93%. And this is regardless of the length of time for which people have meditated. So the findings were very encouraging. I shared them with my colleagues. I shared them with 10 managing directors of Government of Gujarat PSUs that, we are doing this in GIPCL. This is the survey. These are the findings. If you're interested, you're welcome. It's just a best practice I'm sharing. And I'm happy to say that several of them responded positively, and they have had these sessions online, on-site. So that is the little about my experience, and now we can move to the PPT on the heartfulness meditation. Is that okay? Thank you. So what is heartfulness? Heartfulness simply means full of heart, right? It's about listening to the heart, being guided by the inspiration of the heart, the wisdom of the heart, following the heart. Dil ki suno. These days in advertising world, this word keeps coming up. At that time, there used to be an advertisement for Pepsi, ye dil mange more, in 2007, 2008. So all good things, nice things, they associate them with the heart. So when we meditate on the heart, or when we follow the heart, we feel light. We are able to experience a certain joy which comes from within. And when you meditate on the heart, we are able to integrate the heart with the mind. We are too much with the mind these days. All the time you're using your mind, you're competing, you are studying, you are sharpening your skills, preparing for some exam. But Dil Ki Sunna, that is what this heartfulness meditation is all about, and it brings about long-lasting changes in behavior. It's about internal changes which come, changes in attitude, like I shared, happened with me. This is a form of Raj Yoga. How many of you do yoga? Okay. The others are very busy studying. Okay. So yoga is Hatha Yoga. Normally what we refer to yoga is Hatha Yoga, which is yoga for physical welfare, physical well-being. This is a little different kind of yoga, Raj Yoga. It's yoga of the mind. It helps to regulate the mind, which is so required, so much important these days. And the most important feature, because there are very many systems of meditation, I can just tell you about heartfulness. The most important feature is that it is based on pranahuti, something called yogic transmission. And what is the role of pranahuti? That it tremendously supports and deepens your experience of meditation. So now we will begin with this slide has been coming up on its own. So now I want full participation. This is very simple. Whatever you know, what do you think is meditation? I don't know if the presence of your professors is making you so shy and quiet, but please participate freely. We all meditate. You all have been meditating. I'm very sure of that. What is meditation? I think someone there would like the mic. Upar.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Your friends are already very happy with you.
Yes, ma'am. मैम मेडिटेशन हेल्प करता है मैम एक स्पेसिफिक काम डिसीजन लेने में. जब एग्रेशन होता है ना मैम, तो कुछ भी हम लोग डिसीजन ले लेते हैं. मेडिटेशन बहुत हेल्पफुल होता है टू टेक अ गुड डिसीजन.
बहुत अच्छे. तो आपने मेडिटेशन का एक फ़ायदा, एक अहम फ़ायदा बताया, दैट इट मेक्स यू काम एंड हेल्प्स इन गुड डिसीजन मेकिंग. Yes, yes, that's correct. Thank you.
It gets you connected with your soul.
बहुत खूब. She said it gets you connected with the soul, which is again what happens. But what is meditation? घर में कोई तो दादी, दादा, नाना, नानी would be, टीवी पे लगा के कुछ आस्था चैनल, कोई तो ध्यान करता होगा, कोई पड़ोसी. I'm sure you all know.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Meditation basically means letting your mind guide you and disconnecting with the material things, that physical things, and
letting your mind lie low.
Guide you.
Guide you. Letting your mind guide you. Okay.
Yes. And relaxing your entire body, everything within you, connecting your mind with entire body, and disconnecting with the material things, the physical things like around you, basically.
Disconnecting with physical things around you, and so sort of integrating mind and body. I think that's what you are saying, isn't it? Okay. Let us see. What is meditation? Meditation is simply to think about one thing continuously. You may have been told ध्यान थी भणजे काले परीक्षा छे. रोड ध्यान थी क्रॉस कर बहु ट्रैफिक छे. यू हैव बीन टोल्ड कि ध्यान से करो ये. सो व्हाट डज दैट मीन? डोंट लेट योर माइंड वॉन्डर. स्टे सेंटर्ड इन दैट, इन व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, इजंट इट? So having said that, we all meditate. We all have meditated at some time or the other. You may be sitting at the back of the classroom and meditating on, going out in the evening. A businessman meditates on how much profit he has to make this year. Isn't it? So meditation is common. We all practice it. We may not know that this is meditation, but what changes, what differs is the object of meditation. कि आप किस चीज़ पे ध्यान कर रहे हैं. आप अपनी चिंताओं पे ध्यान कर रहे हैं, आप स्टडीज़ पे ध्यान कर रहे हैं, या आप कोई आध्यात्मिक वस्तु पे ध्यान कर रहे हैं. सो इन हार्टफुलनेस मेडिटेशन वी मेडिटेट ऑन द हार्ट, ऑब्वियसली, राइट? वी मेडिटेट ऑन द सोर्स ऑफ डिवाइन लाइट इन द हार्ट, and we'll tell you how to do that later on. So it is thinking about one thing. We start with a thought in this system, now I'm going to talk about heartfulness meditation. We start with a thought and we move towards feeling that thought. You begin with a thought of divine light in the heart, and then you lose yourself and you feel something. It's not about concentration. This is a very common mistake, that in meditation I'm trying to concentrate. No, please do not try to concentrate. Don't force the mind. Just come back to the divine light in the heart. Meditation is compared to digging a well. Anybody here has seen a well being dug? Okay, so what will happen when you dig a well? मिट्टी निकलेगी, माटी, ईंट, रोड़ा, कपची, obviously जो अंदर है वो निकलेगा before you finally reach the water. Isn't it, depending on the where the water table is? So that's what meditation is. You have to cross all this. You have to cross all this till you reach the water. The only requirement is little patience, little perseverance. Right? Benefits of meditation, I have already spoken. I've told you what Google says, but the best benefits are those which you experience for yourself. The most important thing is that it regulates the mind, it relaxes it. Because what is a stressed mind, an anxious mind? It's an overthinking mind. If this happens, this will happen, pachi aam thashe, pachi aam thashe, pachi shu thashe. It's a mind which is, galloping, racing too fast. This regulates the mind. You go into your relaxed alpha state, theta state, delta state. It reduces anxiety and stress. Clarity, memory, focus improves. You're calm, you're peaceful. Anxiety and stress are lessened. Good sleep heals and transforms. So in a nutshell, if I would say, your strong points, your strengths are strengthened and your weaknesses are weakened. You come towards the center. And I would like to quote here from Daji, again, the Global Guide of Heartfulness, on the benefit of meditation. He says, heartfulness practices lead us on an inner spiritual journey that begins in the heart. Along this journey, we cultivate the 5 C's: contentment, calm, compassion, courage, and clarity. These qualities form the foundation of mental, emotional, and social intelligence. This I have already shared with you. What is heartfulness? We are fine-tuning the heart and the mind. It's very simple. You can do it in your own homes. And Heartfulness has recently launched a wonderful mobile kiosk for heartfulness. And with the permission of your authorities, Vivan Bhai can organize for it to be here, stationed here once a week or fortnight, and you can avail of the opportunity. So you don't have to go anywhere. It will come to your doorstep. I really like this slide. So heartfulness meditation in a nutshell is about balance. It's a balance between the heart and the mind. It's a balance between inner and outer. It's a balance between material and spiritual. If a bird is flying, it needs to be balanced. Aeroplane needs to be balanced. Koi bhi ek pankh je vadhare hoye, so it can lead to an accident. You need to have a balance in order to go forward safely. That's what heartfulness meditation does in our lives. So from a very active state of gamma, we are able to go to alpha, we are able to go to theta, we are able to go to delta, and there is a lot of medical research which is backing these statements. In fact, it has advanced much more. So I would suggest you don't believe anything which I have told you about the benefits of meditation. You try it for yourself, you see how it works for you. Approach it like a scientific experiment in which you yourself are the laboratory, you are the experiment, you are the experimenter, and you are the outcome. So please observe and experience and then come to a conclusion. So now we will move to the practical session. Pooja, would you like to come up on stage? So we will have the relaxation, which Pooja conducts very nicely. A relaxed mind is necessary for a relaxed body and vice versa. Therefore, so how it works is like this. Immediately after the relaxation, we will have the meditation session, which will be conducted by Vivan sir. I'll tell you what to do in that. You will sit comfortably with a thought that the source of divine light is already present in the heart and it is attracting you from within. दिव्य प्रकाश का स्रोत पहले से ही हृदय में मौजूद है और मुझे अंदर की ओर आकर्षित कर रहा है. ये जब आप विचार लेके बैठेंगे, you will get hundreds of thoughts. Even as I am talking, you would be having many thoughts because the mind's nature is to be active. मन चंचल है. There is a research, there is a scientific research which shows that you have some 70,000 thoughts on an average in a day. So that's 1.25 thoughts every second. So it's okay, the mind will think. What are we to do? Don't fight those thoughts, don't force your mind, don't try to concentrate. Just ignore them like uninvited guests and very gently, बहुत सहजता से, gently bring your attention back to the divine light in the heart. When Vivan Bhai says that's all, when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and try to observe how you feel after the meditation. Since it's a very large group, if there are some of you who are not interested in meditation, that's all right, but I would request your cooperation. Please sit still and try not to disturb your neighbors and those who are interested in it. So shall we start the practical session? I'll hand over.
So welcome to the practical experience of heartfulness meditation. सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि आराम से बैठ जाएं, अपनी बैक और नेक को सीधा कर दें, पैरों को ज़मीन पे ग्राउंडेड रख दें, आपके हाथ में फ़ोन है. सबसे पहले तो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है कि अपने फ़ोन प्लीज़ बाहर निकालिए अपनी पॉकेट से. Many of you I observed were totally into phones, even when lecture was going on. So I request all of you to take out your phones and kindly switch it off for only 20 minutes. I know it will be difficult, but please, I'm giving you just few seconds to take out your phones. You may keep it on a flight mode or switch off mode, whatever suits your heart. I hope not even a single phone will ring during our practical session. Yes or no? Thank you for your cooperation. So पहले हम relaxation करेंगे, जिसमें हम फिजिकली अपनी बॉडी को रिलैक्स करेंगे. मैं आपको कमांड्स देते जाऊंगी. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला कि पैर को रिलैक्स करिए, आपको अपने पैर को एकदम ढीला छोड़ देना है, राइट? और अपने एक एक बॉडी पार्ट को हम पहले रिलैक्स करेंगे, पैरों से शुरू करके हेड तक. उसके बाद हम धीरे से, जब पूरी बॉडी हमारी रिलैक्स हो जाएगी, हम अपना ध्यान धीरे से अपने हार्ट पे ले आएंगे. आई होप वी ऑल नो हार्ट इज टुवर्ड्स विच साइड? लेफ्ट साइड. सो अपने हार्ट को फील करना है और थोड़ी देर अपने हार्ट को फील करते हुए अपने ध्यान को इस विचार पे ले जाना है कि ईश्वरीय प्रकाश जो है वो पहले से ही मेरे हृदय में मौजूद है और वो मेरे ध्यान को अपनी ओर अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है. ये क्यों देना है कमांड? क्योंकि हमारा माइंड बहुत ज़्यादा दूसरी चीज़ों में लगा रहता है. तो जब उसको अंदर ले जाना है तो कुछ तो कमांड देना पड़ेगा ताकि मन उस पर टिका रहे और धीरे धीरे हम उसको पहले थॉट लेवल पे लाएंगे. Then you will experience that you will start gradually when we practice it, we start feeling it. Vatsaladi talked about feelings, thoughts and experiences. And then धीरे धीरे जब हम करते जाते हैं, we start becoming that thing, whatever we meditate upon. क्योंकि हमने सुना है कि जो भी हम सोचते हैं, जो भी महसूस करते हैं, वही हम बनते जाते हैं, right? So रिलैक्सेशन ख़त्म होने के बाद जब मेडिटेट करेंगे तब कोई भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस नहीं होंगी. इट विल बी अ कंप्लीट साइलेंस. अगर आपका ध्यान इधर उधर जाता है, उसको धीरे से बड़े प्यार से वापस अपने हार्ट पे ले आना है एंड जस्ट रिलैक्स करना है. सो आर वी ऑल रेडी फॉर दिस? थैंक यू. कैन वी स्विच ऑफ फ्यू लाइट्स? फ्यू, नॉट ऑल. अच्छा, एक साथ होता है क्या ऑन ऑफ सारी लाइट्स? इफ वी कैन. आराम से बैठ जाइए, हल्के से अपनी आंखें बंद कर दें. जिन्होंने चश्मे पहने हैं वो साइड पे रख दें अपने चश्मे, बैग्स को नीचे रख दें. आंखें बहुत धीरे से हल्के से बंद कर दें. 2-3 लंबे गहरे सांस लें और उन्हें जाने दें. टेक 2-3 लॉन्ग डीप ब्रेथ्स एंड लेट इट गो. एक बार फिर एक लंबा गहरा सांस लें और उसे जाने दें. प्रेजेंट में आ जाएं, अपने साथ आ जाएं. कम टू द प्रेजेंट, बी विद योरसेल्फ. Forget everything around you for few minutes. Gently bring your attention towards your toes. अपना ध्यान अपने पैरों की उंगलियों की ओर ले आएं. पैरों की उंगलियों को हल्के से हिलाएं. अब उन्हें एकदम ढीला छोड़ दें. रिलैक्स योर टोज. The sacred healing energy from the Mother Earth entering your feet through your toes, helping you relax them deeply. धरती माँ से पावन पवित्र आरोग्यकारी ऊर्जा हमारे पैरों से अंदर आ रही है और उन्हें गहरा आराम पहुंचा रही है. Relax the base of your feet. Relax your heels. Gently relax your ankles and let this healing energy flow from your feet to your knees, relaxing your lower legs. ऊर्जा आपकी लोअर लेग्स को गहरा आराम पहुंचा रही है. फील द रिलैक्सेशन इन योर नीज. योर नीज आर रिलैक्स्ड. Let this energy flow from your knees to your thighs, relaxing every muscle in your thighs. अपनी थाइस को एकदम ढीला छोड़ दें. Feel how your feet and legs are deeply relaxed now. Feel grateful for your normal, healthy, strong legs, because of which we are able to do so much in our life. Acknowledge them. Feel gratitude. एक थैंक यू का फीलिंग दिल में महसूस करें अपने फीट के लिए, लेग्स के लिए जो नॉर्मल हैं, हेल्दी हैं, स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं और हम इतने सारे काम उससे कर पाते हैं. Feel yourself grounded at your seat. अपनी जगह पे अपने आप को ग्राउंडेड महसूस करें. And relax your hips, waist and lower back. Let this energy flow from your lower back to your upper back, relaxing every muscle in your back. ऊर्जा को अपनी पीठ में महसूस करें और पीठ की सारी मसल्स को एकदम रिलैक्स होता हुआ महसूस करें. Feel gratitude for your back, which is normal, healthy, straight. एक लंबा गहरा सांस लें और उसे जाने दें. धीरे से आपका ध्यान अपने स्टमक की ओर ले आएं. Gently bring your attention towards your stomach. Consciously feel the flow of energy into your stomach and all the organs around your stomach. अपने पेट के पूरे भाग को रिलैक्स होता हुआ महसूस करें. Let this energy flow from your stomach area to your chest area. Relaxing every muscle in your chest. Your heart is relaxed, your lungs are relaxed. Feel gratitude for all these internal organs which work 24/7 for us. And they are deeply relaxed now. Take one long deep breath and let it go. एक लंबा गहरा सांस लें और उसे जाने दें. And let this energy flow to your shoulders, helping you relax them deeply. Remove if there is any kind of stress or stiffness in your shoulders. Feel as if your shoulders are melting away. They are so relaxed. धीरे से ऊर्जा को अपने शोल्डर्स से अपनी बाहों में बह जाने दें. अपर आर्म्स को रिलैक्स करें, एल्बोज को रिलैक्स करें, फोर आर्म्स, रिस्ट्स, palms, back side of the palms, and all the fingers of your hands are deeply relaxed now. अपने हाथों के लिए, अपनी बाहों के लिए गहरा ग्रैटिट्यूड महसूस करें नॉर्मल हैं, हेल्दी हैं, हम इतने सारे काम उनसे कर पाते हैं. Feel lot of love for them. Take one long deep breath and let it go. Gently bring your attention towards your neck area. Consciously feel the flow of healing energy into your neck, into your throat, relaxing it deeply. Let this energy flow from your neck to your face, relaxing every muscle in your face. Feel how your facial muscles are getting deeply relaxed. Your chin is relaxed, lips are relaxed, nose, cheeks, ears, eyes, eyebrows, forehead, temples. Every part of your face is deeply relaxed now. Feel gratitude for your senses. They are normal, working perfectly for you. Eyes are closed, very softly, very gently. Have the expression of joy and gratitude on your face, which we are feeling deep inside our hearts. And let this energy flow from your face to your head area. Consciously feel the flow of energy into your brain, into every neuron of your brain. And feel your entire head area from front to back is deeply relaxed now. Your mind is relaxed. Your mind is calm. हमारा मन एकदम रिलैक्स हो चुका है, शांत हो चुका है. Our entire body, from head to toe, is at rest now. We are grateful for this body, because of which we all are alive. Gently bring your attention towards your heart. धीरे से अपना ध्यान अपने हृदय की ओर ले आएं. Feel your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the presence of love, peace, and joy within your heart, which is already there in every heart, and we are able to feel it. Let your awareness go. Little deeper into yourself. अपने ध्यान को अपने दिल की गहराइयों में उतर जाने दें और एक हल्का सा विचार रखें. ईश्वरीय प्रकाश पहले से ही मेरे हृदय में मौजूद है और वो मेरे ध्यान को अपनी ओर आकर्षित कर रहा है। Divine light is already present within my heart, which is pulling my attention towards it. बस इसी विचार के साथ अपने ध्यान को थोड़ी देर के लिए हृदय में ही बनाए रखें। यदि कोई और विचार आए तो उसे आने दें और जाने दें, उसकी ओर ध्यान ना दें। Gently ignore all other unnecessary thoughts. Do not fight with it. Do not entertain it. If needed, remind yourself we are meditating on the heart with the thought. Divine light is already present within my heart, which is pulling my attention towards it. And just relax. That's all. Keeping your eyes closed, gently observe yourself. How are you feeling right now? अपनी आंखें बंद रख के 1 मिनट के लिए अपने आप को ऑब्जर्व करें. हम कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं उसे जानने की कोशिश करें. जो भी महसूस किया, जो शांति या प्यार या खुशी, ठहराव, उसे अपने साथ ले जाने की कोशिश करें और पूरा दिन वो हमारे साथ रहे, रेस्ट ऑफ द डे, ऐसा संकल्प रखें. अपने दिल में एक थैंक यू का फीलिंग कि हमें ये मौका मिला और हमने उस मौके का यूज़ किया. इस थैंक यू के भाव में, खुशी के भाव में, whenever we are ready, we may very softly, very gently open our eyes with a nice smile to our own self. एक अच्छी प्यारी सी मुस्कान के साथ हम धीरे से अपनी आंखें खोल सकते हैं. Wow, what a silence it was. And I see many of the faces totally refreshed. Are we all feeling relaxed? आप में से कोई भी अपना शॉर्ट में कुछ एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहेंगे? How was it for you? Anybody who would like to share? कुछ भी, be very honest.
First of all, thank you so much for giving this great experience. I was in a state of nothing, I would say.
Wow.
मतलब एक कॉन्शियस ब्रीदिंग, यू नो, एक होती है अनकॉन्शियस ब्रीदिंग जब आप ब्रीथ कर लो लेकिन आपको पता नहीं चल रहा है. बट आई वॉज इन अ कॉन्शियस ब्रीदिंग जहाँ पे ब्रीथ इन एंड आउट हो रहा है वो मैं कॉन्शियसली फील कर सकता हूँ. सो या दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माई साइड.
थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू. आप हिंदी, गुजराती, इंग्लिश कोई भी लैंग्वेज में शेयर कर सकते हैं. गुजराती भी एब्सोल्युटली कंफर्टेबल फॉर अस. और कोई शेयर करेंगे अपना एक्सपीरियंस? कैसा रहा आपको? एनीबडी फ्रॉम राइट साइड? आप में से कोई? ओके. I hope you all are feeling relaxed and happy. Okay? So, any questions from your side? किसी को कोई सवाल हो तो हम quickly ले सकते हैं. Anybody has any question regarding meditation or anybody who wants to know about heartfulness? मैं quickly आप okay, I'll wait for the question for a few seconds. So I assume nobody has any question. Quickly आपको मैं बता दूं कि आप में से कोई भी इंटरेस्टेड हो हार्टफुलनेस मेडिटेशन को और एक्सपीरियंस करने के लिए, ये तो हमने एक बहुत छोटी एक टेक्निक शेयर करी आपसे. ऐसे ही बहुत सारी और टेक्निक्स हैं जो हम डे टू डे लाइफ में प्रैक्टिस करके अपने आप को बेहतर बना सकते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, हाउ टू डी क्लटर आवर माइंड्स. मैनी ऑफ अस वी वांट टू get rid of clutter within us, but sometimes we are not able to. हम सब बेहतर होना चाहते हैं बट हो नहीं पाते हैं because we don't have techniques to do it. तो हमारा एक बहुत अच्छा टेक्निक है रिजुविनेशन, जिसको हम क्लेंजिंग भी कहते हैं, जिसमें हमारे थॉट्स, फीलिंग्स, इमोशंस को हम प्योरीफाई कर सकते हैं. with the help of our own thought power. So ऐसे और भी टेक्निक्स हैं. तो हमारे बहुत सारे ट्रेनर्स विद इन द सिटी हैं, ऑलमोस्ट 70-75 ट्रेनर्स हैं डिफरेंट एरियाज़ में. तो आप चाहें तो 1-to-1 आप ट्रेनर के साथ कर सकते हैं फर्दर सेशंस. All the sessions are free of charge. You don't have to pay a single penny anywhere. We have group meditations happening weekly at different places. We have ashram at Vaghodia Road. Every Sunday we meditate at different hotspots जो अलग अलग एरियाज़ में भी बने हैं. आप पता कर सकते हैं कि आपके नियरेस्ट कौन है. हमारी वेबसाइट है heartfulness.org. उस पर आप लॉगिन करके और इसके बारे में जान सकते हैं. आपको ये हार्टफुलनेस, रिलैक्सेशन, मेडिटेशन, क्लीनिंग अगर खुद घर बैठ के थोड़ा और इसको एक्सपीरियंस करना है टिल द टाइम यू रीच टू द ट्रेनर, यूट्यूब पे हार्टफुलनेस रिलैक्सेशन, हार्टफुलनेस मेडिटेशन, हार्टफुलनेस क्लीनिंग आप डालेंगे तो बहुत सारे वीडियोज़ आपको मिल जाएंगे. आप उनको फॉलो करके यू कैन try it, practice it. But what I suggest, if you connect to a trainer, that will be the best thing, because heartfulness में एक बहुत यूनिक चीज़ है ट्रांसमिशन, योगिक एनर्जी, जो आप ट्रेनर के साथ जब करेंगे तो यू कैन फील इट, यू कैन एक्सपीरियंस इट. It's very difficult to explain it because this is the yogic energy which flows from the source and that is infused to the heart of the aspirant, which helps us to meditate better and faster, which helps us to cleanse our inner self also. So इसलिए मैं सजेस्ट कर रही हूँ कि आप ट्रेनर के साथ करेंगे तो और भी बेहतर होगा. बट टिल द टाइम यू रीच द ट्रेनर you can try all these things. You can go through the website or you can scroll through YouTube videos. So with this, anything else? Yeah, we have a heartfulness app also. Heartfulness, I think name is heartfulness में FUL is single, heartfulness. So app भी है, उसमें भी आप app के through you can connect to a trainer and get a online sitting also. You will get to listen to various talks given by experts. You can read various articles there. So this app is also a very good app. If you meditate regularly, you can keep a track of your own meditations. You can jot down your thoughts and feelings there. You can check how your mood changes when you meditate alone or with the help of trainer. So all those things. Apart from that, भैया
I think 32 छोकरा राइजिंग विद काइंडनेस फेस्टिवल में गया था, दैट गॉन टू कान्हा गए थे. तो वे तो अभी नहीं आ पाए हैं, इंटर्नशिप में कहीं शामिल है. लेकिन जो फैकल्टी थी मोहितसर में, आई लाइक टू इनवाइट हिम एंड
Good afternoon, one and all present over here. First of all, I would like to thank Srimati Vatsula Vasudeva ma'am for very graciously accepting our invitation to grace this occasion. The International Youth Kindness Seminar was held from 20th September till 22nd of September at Kana Shantivanam, Hyderabad. Talking about Kana Shantivanam Heartfulness Camp, it was really a wonderful and engaging experience that we had the opportunity. And for that matter, I would like to thank GSFC University, President Sir P.K. Taneja, Provost Sir G.R. Sinha Sir, HOD Chemical Science Santosh Kumar Sir, and to the entire GSFC family for giving me this privilege, and to the 32 participants as well. So it was altogether a wonderful experience, and I would also like to encourage fellow colleagues and dear students to experience once in a lifetime. Like you will experience like anything. Thank you.
So dear students, I hope you feel rejuvenated after this session. So let me officially say thank you to Vatsala ma'am, Vivan sir and the team for helping us. Very important thing, अगर हमें ज़िंदगी में कहीं अच्छी ऊंचाई पर पहुंचना है ना तो दिमाग को बहुत शांत रखना पड़ता है. Heartfulness, meditation, these are some of the activities which always help us in maintaining that calmness, that integrity within us. So thank you ma'am, thank you sir for this wonderful opportunity. And now I would like to request Ms. Nishu Chaudhary madam to offer a memento on behalf of GSFC University to Vatsala ma'am, please.